Right, how's it going? I think it's time we had the talk, and that is about practice. What is practice? I would say simply it is where you are repeating something over and over, which means the same thing, with intention, and that intention being so that it becomes automatic, like walking, shall we say. When we were kids, we were like, oh, I need to walk over there because I need to go and get something, or they're all walking over there and I need to get over there. But, we had to learn how to sit up or crawl or stand first, and then we take these first tentative steps, and now we can walk and eat a sandwich and text and look at something over there. It's become so automatic that we barely think about it. And that's what it is. So it's automatic, as natural as breathing or our heartbeat, like I was saying. Now, we practice until it's ingrained in us, and it's a little bit like building a house. So you don't start with the roof, you start with the floor, I'm assuming, and then you build the walls and you build the roof. And that process can take time, depending on your natural abilities, how much time you put aside to do it, and how you do it, how you approach it. Now, everything that we've done in this video series has really been a lot of basics, a lot of the kind of inner workings, the behind the scenes stuff about guitar. I think I've mentioned already, I'm not really going to be teaching too many songs as such, because there's plenty of resource, but I will be continually adding to it things that are really worth practicing, like your scales. And if you approach it little and often, and have patience with it, because it's going to feel difficult when you start off. And a nice example might be, say, a ballet dancer. Okay, you look at a ballet dancer when they go up and point, when they go on their tippy toes, and they're every little movement of their arms and their heads and their whole posture is relaxed and beautiful and flowing. But that's something incredibly difficult to do. It's hard work, it's physically difficult, it requires a lot of strength, a lot of coordination and a lot of practice. But it eventually looks effortless. Like when you watch a good musician play their guitar or drums or whatever, it looks as effortless as talking. And that is like, that's it. There's no real secret behind it. We don't really see the 10,000 hours worth of practice that is behind watching someone successfully play well. We then tend to just go, oh wow, they're brilliant, they must be whatever, like gifted. I mean, yeah, fine. People have different potentials, but it's always practice. And to be honest, if you're really gifted and you're just naturally good at something, and you feel like you don't have to practice, then actually it's a bit of a waste, really, because you could be so much better. So I guess you see what I'm trying to get at. The journey of 1,000 steps starts with the first one. Take them. It's going to be frustrating. You're going to find it difficult. You're going to pick your guitar up and you're going to be, this is hard and my fingers hurt and it's confusing and I can't hear the notes and I don't sound like the song. But little baby steps, regularly and often, and you will notice your improvements. Other people around you will notice your improvements. You will start to notice your improvements, which is going to inspire you, because you'll be like, hey man, the thing I'm trying to play sounds like the thing that I was trying to play, and that's going to motivate you to practice more, and then you're going to get better, and you get into this lovely little loop where it just sort of carries you forward. And learning any discipline is something that you can take with you for your entire life. There's always more to learn, no matter how long you've been playing or doing anything. And that's the joy and the beauty of it, is that you can have it with you forever, really, and you sort of become it and you embody it, and it but at least I've found it's given me great pleasure in my life. And so yeah, just take it step by step. And trust in the process, because It is hard work and it does require discipline. Discipline is important. To be honest, without discipline, our lives aren't really doing much. You have to learn how to discipline yourself because nobody else is going to do it, especially when you're an adult. There's no one breathing down your neck. You have to learn that for yourself, and discipline is an important skill, and learning to do it through an art such as music or painting or whatever is a fantastic thing. So yeah, practice, just do it. You will notice yourself getting better. And I suppose just one final thought, and I see this a lot when I say to my students, "Oh, have you practiced?" And they go, "Oh yeah, it's been 2 hours." And I go, "Oh great, play me the thing." And they just muddle through the song, and it's like, okay, yeah, you played the notes, but it doesn't really sound all that good. Oh, but I played the whole thing over, and it's like, okay, right. I would prefer if maybe just 5-10 minutes a day they had chosen something, and I repeat this a lot in my classes, you'll know this if you learn with me, but choose 4 bars, or we haven't covered bars yet, but like, I don't know, the first 4 notes of a scale, or the first 3 chords you want to learn, or the first bit of the riff you're learning or whatever, and just choose that and work on that little and often, 1 or 2 times a day, even just 5 minutes, and pick it up, because by the end of that week you're then going to be able to show you have something. You're going to play it and people are going to go, oh yeah, that's whatever, rather than just muddling through the entire song and not getting anywhere and it not really sounding like anything. Okay, so there's these little building blocks, and that's what I mean by practicing with intention. Choose something that you're going to do and discipline yourself to do it, and make sure you're getting it right. It's really difficult when you're starting out to know when you are correct or not. You need to go back and reference whatever it is that you're using, the music or the notation or your tutor. Record yourself. It's a great thing. Film yourself, record yourself doing it, and listen back. It's instant feedback. And figure out what's wrong, figure out what you're doing, and focus on it, and do it slowly. Okay? We don't care about speed, because something fast is just something slow sped up. Okay? You need to be able to do it slowly. After all these years of playing, I still learn something slowly. It sinks in, you embody it more easily, and then when your hands and your minds and your ears know what they're doing, then you'll find it actually just naturally speeds up anyway, and you can start to introduce sort of more expression and emotion in your playing. Anyway, that's the talk. Good luck. Do it. You can do it. All right.